and welcome back to another Team Lotus F1 Manager stream as we are getting very close to the end of this 2026 season and probably the end of the series, or at least the main series on the channel. And we're at COTA, and you see us specifically in Q3, where Fernando Alonso, unfortunately, has not made it into Q3. We left him... We didn't leave him enough time to get another lap in, and unfortunately he's knocked out in Q2, so that's on us. But yeah, we're in Q3 in COTA, so we'll see how we go in terms of qualifying this final run. We're on some used softs for this first run, so we'll just let this play out whilst we're introducing the stream and getting into things. But I hope you're all doing well. Hope you're having a good start to the week, early on this week. But it is race week in real life. We are heading to Melbourne, of course, on Friday. And we'll actually have Formula 1 cars back out on track. So I'm very much looking forward to that. And yeah, to see what the pecking order will be once we get to Saturday in qualifying. So not long now. But yeah, as I say, in this series, we are coming to the close of this season. I think this is race 19. So I think we've got 5 after this one. And this was the final sprint. So we've done the sprint off stream. And now into Q3. And we'll see how we qualify with Danny Rick. Alonso will start P12. We've not really had the pace for pole so far, so we'll see how we go. We're just using a scrub set on this first run, and then we'll jump on board.
So it's currently P2. That's a good lap. It's a good lap.
Yeah, as I say, hope you're all doing well in the stream. Hope you're having a good week so far.
Okay.
Let's get some fresh softs on them. COTA can be a little bit difficult in terms of traffic, and we found that, as I say, with Alonso in sprint qualifying as well. Who's out? We've got... Yeah, we could probably leave it another 10 seconds or so. Right, there we go. All right, let's get Ricciardo out then, and we'll jump on board. Hopefully see some green sectors. Here we go then. Danny Rick then. This is going to be our last lap, our main flying lap, because we used a scrub set of softs on that first run, but it doesn't always work out to be quicker, so we'll see how we go. Hopefully we're going to see at least green sectors down here. A purple would be very nice. Just noticed that Alex Albon in the Aston Martin, which is a surprise in this season, they've not been that high, if at all, in the whole 3 years of this series. So Albon with an absolute stonking lap. We did see Ocon put it in P4 in the sprint, and then he dropped down to about 14th. So I think some drivers benefiting from a tow. But Ricciardo, he's not getting a tow, but he has got a purple first sector. So that's very nice indeed. So Danny Rick, could he be on his way to pole here? Piastri is purple through the middle sector and puts it on provisional pole. Oscar Piastri has finished then. Mercedes getting out of the way, so some have finished here. And we go green through the middle sector, so this looks like it might be tight. Some other drivers across the line now. Norris only P6, 6 tenths off his teammate. Disappointing for him. Sainz has finished as well, 1.1 seconds back. Tsunoda puts it on provisional pole. He jumps Piastri then. Ricciardo gets a tiny little bit of tow there, I think, off one of the Mercs. Where is this going to put Daniel Ricciardo then? P1! By 700ths of a second. We've not been on pole for a long time. And I wasn't expecting pole here. Albon's on a flyer, but I don't think he's improving. I think he definitely got a tow on that first lap because he's nowhere near on the second. But Albon in an Aston in P5, they will certainly take that. But Ricciardo delivers a perfect lap. We go P1. And Ricciardo's got such a healthy lead in the Drivers' Championship now because his two main... Well, there's 3 contenders, Yuki Tsunoda, Max Verstappen and Fernando Alonso. Max Verstappen took himself and Alonso out in the last race in Singapore, and Tsunoda finished below him because he took a grid penalty. So it's looking really good now for Ricciardo to become a World Drivers' Champion. But he's on pole. Yuki Tsunoda is P2, very close between those two. Oscar Piastri 3rd. Max Verstappen is 4th, but he's going to take a grid penalty. Albon 5th, so he'll actually start 4th, so very high for an Aston Martin in 2026. Hamilton 6th, Lando Norris 7th, And then we have got Valtteri Bottas 8th, Sainz 9th, and Russell rounds out the top 10. As I say, Alonso, we got bogged down in traffic. Just all went wrong for us in Q2. So he's going to start this one in P12. Right, let us jump into some strategy then. And then we'll jump into this full race. If you are jumping in the stream, do me a massive favour and smash that like button. Really does help me out. Right, let's have a look. So this is saying the soft, medium to hard is the quickest way round. Let's just have a play around here. 6 seconds. That's still soft, medium, hard is quicker then. What other iterations could we do here? I don't think 2 softs will work. It's a little bit quicker. No, it does look like the soft, medium, hard is going to be the way to go then. Only thing is, I'd prefer to start on the hards, I think. I'd prefer to start on the hards. Yes. So something like that. Yeah. So that's the same, but we'll start on the hards. That's good. So what's Alonso saying? Medium hard. Dear. Alonso is in 12th though, so I wonder if a very quick first stint could work for him. Get him out of traffic. Just couldn't. Just have a play about here. I'm going to go something bold with Alonso. He's in P12. Let's try something a bit different with him. So, and mix the race up a bit. Let's just sort this out here as well. Right, okay. So, Ricciardo starts in P1. We're going to go a 2-stop, hards until lap 25, then mediums, finish on the softs. Alonso, we're going to go 3-stopper, very aggressive on the first stint. Going to be in by lap 10. Then on every set of softs till lap 23, then mediums. So, very different strategy for our 2 drivers. Alonso, we're trying to get some clean air and hopefully use the pace for a big undercut early on. But let's see how we go then as we start this full race in COTA.
Well then, it's not long until we get started.
Okay, so Ricciardo's going to start on pole. He's going to be on the hard tyres though. Looks like it's Yuki on the hards as well, I think there. Looks like he is. Oh, we're very slow. We are very slow off the start there. That was a really poor start. So Yuki is indeed on the hards, but Ricciardo had an absolute awful start there. And Yuki jumps us straight away then into first place. But Ricciardo on the inside here. Can't really fit 2 through there, and Yuki's going to have to concede. And get away with that. That was a very poor start from Danny Rick. So tyres, yeah, Yuki on the hards, Piastri softs, Albon hard, Hamilton softs. Not many medium runners in this first stint. A mixture of softs and hards, and then a few more mediums towards the back. But Ricciardo leads then. Alonso P12. Make that P11 as he's making his way past George Russell then.
Okay.
Keep that position if you can, please.
So Alonso's going to go very aggressive on this first stint and hopefully get a nice undercut. He should get nice clean air when he stops. And Fernando going for another move here. But Hulkenberg is going to stay on the inside here. for these two right-handers. And yeah, we have to concede that one. All right, Ricciardo continues to push. Alonso is back past Hulkenberg, so that did continue. And Alonso has got it done. GR, hey, how's it going? How's it going, buddy? Hope you're well. And there we go, as I say, Alonso. Well, we came off it there, that two right-handers, but it looks like Alonso through the left-hander here. Nice and aggressive. And he's past Hulkenberg. So Alonso, good start, up 2 on the first lap.
DRS is active.
Ricciardo's going to come under pressure here from Yuki Tsunoda.
So Bottas ahead.
Car behind is Hulkenberg.
But he holds on to it for now. Right, Alonso.
Yep, understood.
I'm so addicted to this game. Good to hear. Just want to hop in and say I love all the videos, man. Keep up. Great stuff. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for the support. Right, so Ricciardo, we're just going to start to manage a bit here.
I'm really sorry, we need a bit of lift off where you can.
So we're going to be losing out here to Yuki, especially on this DRS. We may just have to use a bit of battery so we don't lose out on Piastri as well. Don't mind losing out to Yuki, as long as we can keep in the DRS. And there goes Yuki Tsunoda. And Alonso is past Bottas, so Alonso up to P9. He might even be up to P8. I wish we weren't getting this angle, and we're not. There we go. Oh, dear. Braked a lot later and just about stopped in time.
Let's go.
But I think he might already be past Sainz as well. He is, and here comes Piastri on Ricciardo. And we see Alonso in the background. He is past Carlos Sainz. So Alonso's having a great time so far early on. Ricciardo, oh my god, Yuki is really pushing away. That's what we don't want.
Overtake available, overtake available.
Yeah, Yuki is really pushing, and that's causing an issue for Ricciardo. So Ricciardo is now going to be under severe threat from Piastri. We've got to use quite a bit of battery here, as Oscar will be gaining. Tsunoda has really bolted 1.7 up the road. Here comes Oscar Piastri then. Ricciardo trying to squeeze him. Compromises entry into that corner. But Oscar on the soft tyres. Looks like he's going to get it done, but Ricciardo getting much better traction through there. Ricciardo's back through, so to say. Piastri is on those softs, so you would expect him to be quicker.
Alrighty. Nice.
Right, Alonso. Alonso's had a really good start. Started 12th, already up to 8th. Obviously, he's going to pit very early here, but I'm interested to see how it works out for Fernando. Ricciardo having to push a lot harder than we want to here because Yuki, as I say, is bolted. Really pushing on his tyres, Yuki. Right, as Oscar gets past us, we'll just settle back down and hopefully stay with Oscar this time.
Understood.
Just head down.
But already Oscar, look at that, 7 tenths.
Albon 1.4 behind.
So Ricciardo has got a fight on just to stay in this DRS to this next DRS straight. I don't think we're going to hang on to him.
Understood.
Oh, it's just under a second.
Just to confirm it's thermal deck.
Oh, I think we've just about got DRS. Yes, we did. That's key. Pappy, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated.
Okay.
Right, Alonso. You're going to have to ease off that fuel now.
Could you double your lift off, please? Press and hold the overtake.
Right, Ricciardo staying with Oscar. It's starting to rein Tsunoda back in slightly. Tsunoda's stopped pushing, so that is helping. All right, we will get DRS again here. I don't think we're close. Oh, no, I don't think we're close enough to get an overtake done, though. Fernando is already past Lando Norris.
Did an excellent job.
And he's potentially looking at a move on Verstappen here. Alonso is being very aggressive in this opening stint, and he's got to be because he's going to probably make an extra pit stop than all of these. But another good move from Fernando then.
Yes, let's go.
The Spaniard is very happy in there. Is he going to make a move on Verstappen here? It's got to be late. It is late. Fernando Alonso is really pushing in the early stages here in COTA. He's going to have to hang around these two right-handers, but he'll get inside here, but it's already done. And Fernando is up to P6, up 6 places in the opening 4 laps.
Okay, well done.
Ricciardo has dropped back again here.
The car ahead is Hamilton.
So Ricciardo's going to be under threat from Albon in the Aston Martin.
Okay, understood.
Albon could be about to move into P3 here. Alex Albon on the inside. Is Hamilton going to go as well? No, but Albon is through. Piastri is already past Tsunoda, so Piastri really started to push.
Hamilton behind you now.
But Ricciardo is struggling with the pace in the early phases here. And he's down from pole to P4. His tyre life is okay. And we've got other guys around us on softs, so just got to manage it. Fernando Alonso is absolutely flying here. Fernando, that's been his favourite through there today. But he lost a little bit of traction there. I think we see Ricciardo on Albon here. Are we going to see Fernando on Hamilton? No, not quite. But Ricciardo does move back into P3 then, and he's only 1.6 off the leaders.
Next car is Piastri.
Let's just go attack on those
You can
tyres.
still do it.
Right, Fernando, he's already halfway through this stint. Might have to just cool those tyres down a little bit.
Copy.
Overtake is available. Overtake available.
Albon's a little bit further back on Ricciardo this time around.
Hamilton, recharge on, please.
And the Red Bull of Verstappen had a sneaky little look there. But Alonso continues in P6 then.
Out the tyres.
Well, that Red Bull is really getting a little bit feisty. Verstappen behind Alonso there.
Use your tools.
We're going to have to use some battery here. And we should be okay because we've got the slipstream and DRS. Albon's going to get back past Ricciardo further up the road there. So Ricciardo, even using the battery and attacking, he's just not pulling away. Albon's got some pace.
Yep.
You viewed Evening Cali Flat, mate. How are you? Yes, very well. You viewed. How are you? Hope you're well. Right, Alonso using a lot of the battery now.
Good to push up.
We are absolutely rinsing through his tyres, but that is the intention, of course, in this stint.
Only just on DRS this time.
Oh, we might be under threat from this Red Bull, though. As it's Sainz now past his teammate, and he's going to get past Fernando, is he? Or Fernando's going to stay in there.
So it's currently P3. On next car will be Piastri.
Ricciardo back past Albon. Watch Tech, thanks for the follow, much appreciated. I'm good not enjoying it being cold again outside. Yeah, I know. We had a few days of nice sunshine. It's disappeared. It's actually a DRS train from our teammate Ricciardo, isn't it? As you see. That Red Bull is really pushing in Sainz. I think the Red Bulls have got good pace, good genuine race pace here. Magnussen's had a lock-up. Alonso continues to fight Sainz. Pit loss is 22 seconds here. So we'll be right. We'll have quite a bit of overtaking to do. That's the only problem.
Honestly, I don't think we can do much more.
It's Ricciardo getting frustrated behind Alex Albon, who's having a great race. And here we go. This is where Albon might start to be struggling, though, because he looks like he's really slowing the pack down here.
On the edge behind you.
Ooh, Carlos Sainz is forced very wide there. And Ricciardo's back past Albon. I think I'm going to get Fernando in this lap. Get him out of this DRS train, but he is going to be right at the back and behind a lot of traffic, so this might not work. We're going to have to get overtakes done very quickly on the back markers.
And box this lap.
Copy, box.
So Alonso's had his fun from 12th on the grid up to 6th. Let's say now we need to get into the pits. And Ricciardo still has Albon pestering him. Hopefully the pace will come back to us later on. But Alonso can't make any inroads in ahead of him, and he's got Carlos Sainz continuing to push him, and here comes Sainz again a long way back. We might be bogged down behind Hamilton there.
Okay, head down. We keep focusing.
Albon again back past Ricciardo. Right, this doesn't really matter too much with Sainz now because we're about to come into the pits, but Sainz has finally passed us, but looking good because Sainz is he's only on 67% on his softs. Piastri on 57%. I know Hamilton's on 70%, but Sainz is looking quicker. Right, Alonso pits then, very early. That was the intention, maybe a lap earlier than we wanted though. Let's hope for a nice clean stop. No, it's not. It's a very slow rear left. 2 seconds slower than we wanted.
Now there's been an issue in the pits.
I think we will be dead last here. In a way, that's fine, because at least we've got some clean air for a couple of seconds. Just attack, get those tyres up to temp. He's 4 seconds off the back markers.
Gap 2.6.
Ricciardo 4.5 seconds off the lead. Not much we can do at the moment here.
Keep pushing.
Albon's having the race of his season here.
Quick overtake.
As we fight with Albon, we do keep Albon behind, but as I say, we're 4.5 seconds off Piastri and Tsunoda. Tsunoda's only used 1% more tyre life, so yeah, he's having a good race, Tsunoda. There they are. As Gasly has developed an issue. Eunice, thanks for the follow. Peacebreaker, what happened to Alonso? We've just made our first stop, so we've gone for a very early pit stop. Gone for an aggressive undercut. But he did start P12, started P12, got him up to P6 and in for an early stop. Ricciardo's going to use most of that battery here. We're going to have to push these tyres because I need to try and break this DRS, but we just cannot get away from him. Alex Albon is stinking our race out, and that has just absolutely wrecked what we're trying to do there. Alex Albon forces out wide as Lawson gets a mechanical fault.
Yep. This is my pace.
Mokatari, sorry if I'm butchering that. Hey, how's it going? Ah, that is absolute. That's pain from Albon. We might have to change this here.
Yeah.
What? It's really too early to come in, isn't it? Unless we switch. Unless we switch to a free stopper as well. Hold on, let me have a look at this. It'll be slower, but it'll get us out of traffic. It'll be slower, but it would get us out of traffic, so let's just wait and see.
Tyres have
MC
stabilised.
Otari, but how are you? Yes, I'm very well, thank you. How are you, buddy? Right, Alonso. Onto the back of K-Mag here then. Ricciardo's getting past Hulkenberg, or Hulkenberg got him, and now he's getting him back. What lap would that now be? Lap 15. So I think I'm going to bring Ricciardo in earlier. And Alonso should make light work then of K-Mag. Oh yeah, I tried it once in Vegas, didn't work for me. Jacob Alonso doing bad again. Yeah, he qualified P12, he had traffic, and we've just gone for an early stop, so might work out for him. Let's wait and see. He's on a 3-stopper, so slightly different, although we're going to convert Ricciardo to a 3-stopper now as well. Ricciardo just bogged down with Albon, forcing him out wide. So we'll try and get him in earlier here.
In front of you.
Could be better, but yeah, it's fine, I guess.
Okay, Hulkenberg behind you now.
Well, I hope things do get better, buddy. How was the car performance? Car performance was good in quali and good in the sprint, but we're stinking out the race at the moment. Well, Ricciardo was, but I don't know if it's just on the hard tyre, so we'll see. But let's see if Ricciardo can get in earlier. The problem is he's not going to get in much earlier than these softer runners, is he? But we'll see. Alonso's biggest problem is he's now going to come up to this gaggle of cars from Lawson, Fittipaldi, Bortoletto and Zhou. He's going to have to get past them very quickly.
Joe ahead. Gap 0.9.
Ricciardo is now on Lando Norris. Ricciardo's, you know, still in contention. He's only 8 seconds off the lead.
Gap behind at 1.2.
Did you change Ricciardo's growth? Or no, I haven't changed anything with Ricciardo. I think he starts off 82 overall and he's decreased to about 80. Right, Alonso, this is the problem. Come on, he's got to be aggressive here.
No problem.
And he is. That's one done. Zhou. Now it's his teammate Lawson. Zhou's teammate Lawson, our old teammate. The man Alonso replaced, he's not really gaining significantly there. Is he going to go for a lunge? No is the answer to that. So that will be costing Alonso now, trying to get through all of that. Now Ricciardo continues in 8th, but as I say, we're going to switch over to a 3-stopper and see what that does for us. See, this is the problem. It's costing us so much time here. Fernando, what's he off the lead? 27 seconds. It's a net 5-6 seconds once everyone stops. Come on, Fernando. You have to use a bit of battery here.
Press and hold the overtake.
Okay.
Problem is, Lawson's getting the slipstream. You see it there.
Yeah, good time management.
Come on, Fernando. You've got to be braver than that. Is he going to go for both of them? He's going to end up with none of them. Fernando.
I cannot pass.
Okay, crack on.
That has not worked out at all there. LTFC, haven't been here in a while. What season are you on now? This is 2026, coming to the end of the third season here in 2026. Courtney, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. I'm so hyped for the weekend. Yes, indeed. Formula 1 is back. And Alonso is past Fittipaldi there. And he's just about going to get DRS on Lawson here.
Did just get DRS.
Understood.
Recharge.
Bit too far back, maybe? Just come away from that. Yes, we're a little bit too far back. Right, Magnussen's in the pits. Ricciardo's couple more laps, then we'll get him in for the pits. But yes, indeed, Formula 1 back. Jacob, have you made an F1 fantasy team? I haven't as yet. I'm thinking about it.
Alrighty. Nice.
And Danny Rick
Let's see what happens.
has finally made a move
Now
on
we're at
Lando
turn
Norris.
11 now. It's there for the taking.
Lovely move, actually. Oh, maybe not so lovely. It was getting very tight on the
Danny
apex there,
Ricciardo
but he's
moves
through.
up the field.
All right, Alonso, here we go. Later on the brakes, and should have DRS to pull away there as well. But yes, no fantasy team as yet, but yeah, I am thinking about it. 5 AM is destroying my head. Yeah, it's an early start. But I grew up with Melbourne as the opener, so I'm quite enjoying it being back. Right, Ricciardo, 7. We've got another couple of laps, then we're going to come in with Ricciardo. Alonso is 1.5 off Bortoleto, but there's now a couple of gaps here, which is good for Alonso because he can get past quite easily with the DRS. But he's a long way back now, 30 seconds, so not quite working for him. But of course, at least we've got some clean air now.
Still okay?
Me too, but still it's hard not to oversleep. Yeah, indeed. It's that waking up and then your eyes are sort of half open and then you just end up back asleep. Lawson pits. And Alonso's caught Bortoleto. Not the greatest place to catch him though, because he can't really get through on the sort of S section. So we might have to wait till the next DRS. Albon's still up there, isn't he? Ricciardo 9 seconds off the lead. Frederick, thanks for the follow. Oh, and in the background,
Car is off.
I think that was Bottas,
Yellow's ahead.
the reigning world champion in this
There's
universe.
a yellow flag now.
Bottas with a Spinalowski there. Lights up the rears. And there we go. Bottas having a little bit of a grunt about it. Not great for his tyres. Piastri's probably going to be in at the end of this lap. He's in P2. We've got another yellow flag.
Front locking on big understeer.
Don't know where that is. But Alonso's through. It's Hulkenberg who's locked up. He's parked on the exit there and he's going to pull out in front of Alonso. But he's down to 42% on his hards. So a few errors creeping in here. Across the grid. And Ricciardo. He might go one more lap here. Piastri did indeed pit at the end of that lap. Might just go for a couple more laps with him. Alonso then. Michelle, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. And if you're jumping into the stream, you haven't already, do smash that like button. Really does help me out.
Yeah, copy.
Bortoletto, the man Alonso is managing, is staying in his rear view here. Probably just need to get in the DRS of Hulkenberg, which we should do. Last lap, 1:39. So Alonso is comfortably lapping second and a half to 2 seconds quicker than the leaders now. Let's go next lap with Ricciardo. Get him in.
Box.
As Verstappen moving past Lewis Hamilton then. Hamilton down to 36%. He might be in at the end of this lap or next lap. And Sainz is getting pretty close as well. MC, thanks for the follow on Twitch. Much appreciated. I put my 5 favourite drivers in my fantasy team. Luckily, the points were enough for the fantasy team. Good stuff. Who are the 5 favourite drivers? Hamilton looking to come back on Verstappen. So we do love a Verstappen-Hamilton battle. I think we're going to see a Verstappen-Hamilton battle again this year. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be for race wins, but I can certainly see Lewis and Max fighting this season on the same piece of track. Somewhere between 3rd and 5th, potentially. But we'll see. Right, Ricciardo's going to come in at the end of this lap. Alonso is past Hulkenberg, as we see a replay now. Well timed.
Heading into turn 1.
Nose cam.
Opens up for them.
DRS, easy work. When's Alonso next coming in? Lap 23. So another 7 laps. Hulkenberg, Sainz, Norris, Piastri and Bortoletto. Oh, well, that's handy. I guess Bortoletto isn't costing too much. Or Hulkenberg, I assume. But I imagine certainly Norris and Piastri were quite costly. Right, 16 laps gone. Ricciardo's coming in, and we did have a bit of a pit stop error that first pit stop with Fernando, so hopefully this is going to be better for Danny Rick.
Pit lane.
And Hamilton stays out for another lap. That's quite handy, actually. Sainz pits. Right, let's hope for a better pit stop here. Ocon's got a mechanical fault. 2.1, that's better. We'll take that.
Focus on reaction time and no full throttle before pit exit.
Danny Rick's going to be ahead of Joe here. You'd like to think. There goes his teammate. So Alonso has very much got the undercut on him. Teo Porcher, Alonso is saying see you never. And he's forced Teo out very wide. And up to 12th. Ricciardo did get out ahead of Joe. But yeah, Alonso's got an undercut done on Danny Rick there. So Daniel Ricciardo started on pole. Alonso started P12 where he runs now. But he's actually ahead of his teammate Danny Rick. Danny Rick will have a better tyre offset though. Well, that's not worked out too well so far for Daniel Ricciardo, has it? We're not really going to know where we land here until the closing stages, or that final stint, really. As Lawson's mechanical fault is getting worse. I would have put Ricciardo in too, but yeah, he isn't there anymore. No, Danny Rick this year. As Alonso, oh, that's tight through there. He's just about going to get it done though, is he? On Pierre Gasly? No, Pierre stays strong in there. Gasly's not pitted. Sainz is just ahead of us, who has stopped. Ricciardo's past Hulkenberg as he now comes back through. So Ricciardo now starting to come back through the grid. So yeah, Sainz, Piastri from the leaders have stopped and they're ahead of Alonso. Now Hamilton and Leclerc are in. And that's going to be timed well for Ferrari, but will Ricciardo get the undercut here on Hamilton? Alonso should be ahead of Hamilton. There we go. Alonso is clear of both Ferraris as Gasly pits and got out of the way. And Ricciardo is going to get the undercut done on Hamilton. So that does work out for Ricciardo. So who's yet to stop here? The top 6 yet to stop. I think Tsunoda will still be ahead of Alonso and Ricciardo, but we may jump everyone else here. And if you watch this stream, you know we don't really forward the action, but we're not really got any racing on track at the moment. Let's just forward on till these next pit stops. Or until we get some gaps that are a little bit closer here. And Albon does stop. So Albon running in the dizzy heights of P2. He's had a good race so far. Can he score points for Aston Martin here today? It's a clean stop. But he's going to come out quite far back here, I'd imagine. Well, I don't know. He's nearly at the top of the hill. Alonso and Ricciardo should be past him. And Hamilton is. What about Leclerc? No, he'll be out in front of Leclerc. Alright, Alonso's going to have to get out of the way here for Ricciardo, really. Don't lose too much time doing it, though. There we go. This is the problem. When you ask them to get out of the way,
Overtake is available. Overtake available.
So much time, but we should keep DRS on our teammate just about there. So that's just about worked out. So Alonso was ahead of Ricciardo, but Ricciardo now much better tyres. Ricciardo's got a bit of fuel he can use as well here.
No more lift-off required.
Alonso back in lap 23 here. And we can just frustrate Hamilton a bit here. James, hello buddy. What's the plan, Callie? The plan is a 3-stopper with both now. So yeah, Alonso's in the next few laps. And Ricciardo going a little bit longer. And we'll see where we land. I don't quite know where we're going to end up in this race. Podium might still be on. I think the victory might be too far. Right, we keep DRS on Danny Rick. Can we fend off Hamilton here? Yes, we can. Bottas stopped in all of that. And we're still waiting for Russell, Verstappen, Norris and Tsunoda to pit. Fastest lap by Bortoletto down there in 18th. Alonso starting to slow a little bit now. Got 3 more laps to go till he's back in.
You are doing a good job managing,
Hamilton's on the hards. Alright, we need to get past this Merc of Russell who's yet to stop. I think Verstappen, Norris and Russell all going to be in the end of this lap.
Understood.
I want your honest opinion about this. If you had to bring one legend into Lotus in their prime, who would it be?
Okay, good job.
I'd bring back a man that's already been there in Senna. It's got to be Senna. Got to be Senna for me. Luan, what about you? Right, Ricciardo gets through then on Russell. Norris, Verstappen do indeed pit, and I think Russell will be in as well. This is hurting Hamilton. He's losing out to Ricciardo a bit here.
Russell has pitted.
Russell pits, but I think we won't get DRS there. Ooh, we're forcing Hamilton out wide. We did get DRS. That's handy.
DRS behind.
James thought you was going to say Kimi. Yeah, Kimi was at Lotus as well.
So currently P5.
Kimi is an odd one. He just dropped off. He had such raw pace, especially in his days at at Sauber and then at McLaren.
2.3.
Obviously won a Drivers' Championship with
Okay, so car
Ferrari.
5 is Hamilton.
He had good pace at Sauber, McLaren, Lotus, and then Ferrari in the early days. And then in his return, it sort of dropped off. Feel I'd bring Hamilton and maybe Kimi. Yeah, both good choices. Right, Hamilton should be past us now. We're pushing our luck a bit with Fernando. So it's just
Yeah, I'm gonna do have more
Tsunoda to stop now.
Come on, mate.
Ricciardo
Albon behind.
lap 28. I'm going to go a lap earlier with Alonso. Go next lap still, but...
Box. Pit confirm.
he was quick with Lotus, but the car was slow at most places, yeah.
Currently P4 still, P4.
Hamilton's got good pace on those hards. Do you think if Lotus was still in Formula 1, what do you think their performance would be like the new regulation changes?
Hamilton
Oh,
behind you now.
jeez. Who knows? That's
Hamilton is now 1.6
that's
behind.
wild stab in the dark.
No concern on tyre wear.
I unfortunately don't think we'll ever see them back, but it would be nice. At the end of the day, the new regulations, it's always about having the right people. Background staff, technical staff. And the large part of obviously 2026 is engine, so it'd also depend what engine they had in the back there.
Hamilton should have DRS now.
I like the livery, thank you. Hamilton, as I say, really pushing. I don't think we've really got the pace of what Hamilton's showing at the moment. That's fine. Tsunoda is going so long on this first stint. He's definitely two-stopping. I don't think he'll get away with a one-stop. But yeah, he's going long. Right, Hamilton's going to get past Ricciardo. There's not too much we can do about that. He's got really good pace at the moment.
Sorry, we need a bit more lift off where you can.
Understood.
I'm trying to watch both of this, but I think this is going to be job done for Hamilton. He's through. 2.1, that's better. Fernando's first stop was very slow. So yeah, Hamilton does get past us. We'll try and stick with him. Apparently we're going to be racing Russell, who's down in 15th. Oh, that is frustrating. He's going to be behind all of these. We just stay out. Ahead of Hulkenberg and Teo Porcher. Russell's on the mediums as well, so this is where it's going to be a little bit harder for Fernando.
We're okay on temperatures.
Try to cool down the tires again when you can.
And Ricciardo is certainly not giving this up on Lewis, and he's back through. And we've got Sainz only 2.7 seconds up the road. So it's not a million miles away as Carlos Sainz, and we've got a bit of battery to play with here.
So that's P4.
Right, Alonso, I just really don't want to lose out to Teo Porcher or anyone behind us here, so I'm just getting these tyres up to temperature.
Overtake available.
You can cancel or reduce lift off.
There's Teo, but
Copy.
hopefully we will be okay now.
Press and hold the overtake.
Okay.
Tyres are nearly in the window, so we should be okay.
Tyres okay for the moment.
Copy.
And Fernando round the outside. This would be lovely on Russell, and we get a bit of a toe off Perez there, and that's going to work wonders for us. George Russell picked off, and we've got Liam Lawson. I feel it's a bit of the slower car here. But this was a lovely move from Fernando. I think George was having a look at the overtake and just left the outside open, and Fernando said thank you very much. And he's through. So again, he's got to get Lawson and Perez done quite quickly, and then he's got 10 seconds to work with. Right, Ricciardo, we're trying to use a bit of the battery.
Hamilton has DRS directly behind you.
Just see if we can pull away, or at least pull up the Sainz here. The closest thing we could possibly see to them coming back is unfortunately a sponsorship. Yeah, I think you're right. Sometimes I wish I was born in 2000s because I could have witnessed a lot of greatness. Jacob, how are the standings looking? Well, last time out in Singapore, coming into that, Ricciardo had a 50-point lead on Fernando Alonso in second. It was 60 points on Tsunoda, 70 points on Verstappen. Those four only real drivers in contention. Verstappen decided to take him and Alonso out of the race. So his 2 out of his 3 competitors were taken out of that race. And Tsunoda took a grid penalty. So Ricciardo gained on all of them. So I think he's got about 60, 70 point gap coming into this one. And there's 5 races after this. So it's looking pretty good for Ricciardo. And again, he's ahead of 2 of those competitors, Verstappen and Alonso. Tsunoda would take points of him. Constructors, I think we've got about 150 point gap. So again, that's looking very good. Although we're not, at the moment, we wouldn't be scoring too heavily here today. And Alonso didn't score in the sprint race here. Ricciardo won the sprint. Alonso didn't get any points. Alonso is past Lawson now. And there we go. He should be getting DRS now on Perez, I believe it is. Might be a bit too far back, though. Yeah, we were. Well, this kind of gap is just killing us at the moment. Hamilton is just staying in that DRS, isn't he? We can't shake him off.
Hamilton will have DRS.
But we have now hopefully got into the DRS of Sainz, which gives us a bit of protection. Tsunoda still going about his business, 25 laps in. Still hasn't stopped. He would come out in about P6, P7, and here he comes. So he's going to be very close with Albon and Norris here.
Let's have a managed increase in pace at this point.
See his pit stop. Clean stop. Did Ricciardo get DRS? He did. That should just protect him from Hamilton. I don't know if Sainz has just started to push there. Oh, he's going to clear Albon and Norris. That's going to be very nice for Yuki. That's worked out perfectly for Yuki Tsunoda then. So it's Piastri that now leads. He is going to have to stop again. So he's definitely 2 stopping. How far he's going on those hards, I don't know. Alonso is now hopefully going to make that move on Perez, and he does. So Alonso's back to where he started this race in P12. And he's now going to lap 39. Now Ricciardo's got a great chance here to get past Carlos Sainz then. Ricciardo for the lead. Not the lead, P2. I'm getting too excited. Piastri's in the lead, but for P2, and we're through into P2. But Sainz is going to have inside again.
Currently P2.
If we can stay in there, we'll have inside for this left-hander. We continue to battle Carlos. There is the leader, Piastri, not too far away. We're due to stop here in lap 28. I think we can attack on these tyres. We've got plenty of tyre life in there.
On your good to push.
Sainz probably going to come straight back at us here with this DRS, but we'll attack on these tyres now and try and use the tyre life. Right, there comes Carlos then, as expected. Can we hold him off, though? We can for now, and we're going to attack and hopefully start to rein in Oscar Piastri, who is on a harder tyre. Alonso, I'm not quite sure where Alonso's going to end up here. If he can close this gap, it's very tight from Albon down to Bottas. So he could still get a good haul of points here. Alright, Sainz again is going to have another really good opportunity to get past us here.
You've got everything. Press on hold available.
Try to deploy, but it's not going to be enough. Sainz has already passed us. Lawson has got a terminal issue, it looks like.
Yeah, a terminal failure. Absolutely gutting.
Not that we can see what it is, but something has gone, and Lawson is going to retire from this race then.
Okay, keep it clean. Focus on the pace.
Sainz gets past us, but we're now within 2 seconds of Piastri.
Hamilton 2
Tsunoda starting to really close. Obviously went very long on that first stint, so he's going to have good pace here. He's going to be two-stopping though, Tsunoda, because he's not getting those softs to the end.
Update on tyres, please.
And Sainz is also trying to push, because he's really reining in Piastri here.
Push on the tyre.
Look after the tyres.
Copy.
Ricciardo on the inside of Carlos Sainz then. No, not quite. Feel we can go another lap or so with Ricciardo. Don't need to box just yet. Lawson still trickling around. And there he goes. Lawson into the pits then to retire from this race. First retirement then, as we approach the halfway stage. And I really don't know where we're going to finish. I don't think we can challenge for the victory here. But who knows? We've got DRS again on Sainz. Sainz is so close to getting DRS on Piastri. Here comes Ricciardo then. On the inside of Sainz. A little bit further back this time, but Danny Rick still gets it done. Confirmation then of Lawson retiring. Tsunoda now all over the back of this battle.
Alrighty. Nice.
And Ricciardo has now got DRS on Piastri then.
Will be Piastri.
Oh, it's 22 seconds, so we should have a nice gap here for Ricciardo to come out in, actually. I'll get him to stop at the end of this lap.
Box.
Ricciardo then going to have a go, this time for the lead of the race.
Yep. Box
He
your
started on pole. He's finally made his way back up here. But he can't quite get the job done on Piastri. That's going to be a long way around there. Now, Alonso has been overtaken by Russell, which is just not great at all. Hurry, the new update is so good. Indeed, it's a very good update. Right, Ricciardo's going to be in the end of this lap. Alonso is back past Russell. But he's still 6 seconds behind Ocon, and Ocon is 10 seconds off the points. So that's going to be a long old race, I think, for Fernando. But we'll see. We've got better tyres than those ahead of him, to be fair. Ricciardo, benefiting from DRS, Tsunoda is now into P3. He's going to have some real pace on him once he gets past Piastri here. Is it confirmed there won't be an F1? It's still not officially confirmed. Still had those rumours back when, a few months ago, but it's still not, to my knowledge, when I last looked. I haven't looked for a couple of weeks, but when this new update came out, I had a look whether Frontier had confirmed it, but still no official confirmation. But I think the updates point towards this being the last one, because they're sort of future-proofing this game. Right, here comes Ricciardo then. He gets out of that battle then. We believe he's going to have a nice gap ahead of Ocon, I believe we said.
Ocon's
And Alonso is repassed by Russell. That's annoying. It's 2.1 seconds stop again, which is good.
Gap 3.5.
Well, this battle just means it's being prolonged trying to catch Ocon. And there's the gap we set ahead of Ocon. So that's worked out well, that stint for Ricciardo. Ryan, Yuki and Danny running 2 and 3 is funny.
Next car ahead is Leclerc.
Alternate universe. What could have been? What could have been? Alonso back past Russell there. Just continue to fight.
8 seconds.
Right, let's attack. Just get some heat into those tyres. Alonso, can we just... Let's just try and break the DRS if we can. Because George Russell is frustrating me here. We are closing the gap to Ocon. As I say, he's 10 seconds off the points there. Alonso has got only one more stop to do at least. I think Alonso can get some points. It's still going to be a struggle though. Did Russell lose the DRS there finally? Yes, he did. Right. And Russell's down to 62%. So let's hopefully pull away from George now. But if you are jumping into the stream, if you haven't already, please do press that like button. Really does help me out. And let me know if you're looking forward to Formula 1 this weekend, and 2, who your podium is going to be in Melbourne. Who's your pole and who's your podium?
Confirmed, we're happy with the tires.
Okay.
Right, Fernando, next in lap 39. Danny Rick, lap 45. We're in a bit of a quieter patch, so let's just forward on. Although Alonso is close to Ocon now, so we won't be forwarding for long. As Piastri is back into the pits.
We now have Ocon behind us.
And he's back on another set of hards. So Piastri is going to the end on those hards.
Go for it.
Ricciardo should be ahead of him. Ricciardo might be ahead of Charles Leclerc as well. As we have DRS on the inside. Leclerc harvesting. And Ricciardo is through into P8. And we are clear of Piastri there. And Alonso is nearly onto the DRS of Ocon. And then we saw Ricciardo pass Leclerc.
And in front of you is Bottas.
Right, Fernando Alonso has got DRS. He's not too close to Ocon though. Might be a bit too far back here. Ocon's going to be pitting shortly. And Ocon definitely used a bit of battery out there.
Gap 1.2. Don't stress.
Ricciardo, a bit of a DRS train, a short DRS train. Albon, Bottas and ourselves. So Ricciardo really needs to get past these.
Let's try to see what we can do.
Use a bit of battery there.
You can use overtake.
Is he going to go on the inside here? This would be mega because we'll get the DRS on Albon. We might be able to get 2 for 1 here. We love a 2 for 1 on a Tuesday. Ricciardo past Bottas inside of Alex Albon. And that is job done. Great work from the Honey Badger then up to P6 as we jump back to Alonso, and he's already past Ocon. That's good work there.
Next car is Max.
So Ricciardo now got 3 seconds to Verstappen. Alonso's got 4 seconds to Piastri. That's more likely to be Leclerc because Piastri's going to be doing some overtakes himself. What did we say? Lap 45 and lap 39.
For info, we are not fuel limited. We are not fuel limited.
And let's just manage the gaps and we'll jump back on board. Ricciardo's already there. And he's forcing Hamilton out. Ricciardo got there in blistering speed. Hamilton's still on those hard tyres.
Okay, good job. So we are P5. Okay, next one is Norris.
There we go. We got up to Hamilton very quickly. And again, the corner before the start-finish straight on the inside. Force him out and we get DRS on Lando. So Ricciardo making some aggressive overtakes here. He's up to P5. Next is Lando. Ricciardo going well now, but there'll be a few here that are not stopping again, and Ricciardo's got to stop again. Sainz, well, I think Tsunoda, Sainz, Verstappen. I think actually all the top 4 are stopping again.
Keep the head down.
In all honesty. And here goes Ricciardo again before the DRS zone, so we'll get the DRS to pull away again.
It should help you.
So this is working very nicely for Ricciardo. There we go, DRS. Use a bit of deployment as well. And Russell has dropped significantly back on Alonso. He's 9 seconds off him now.
Just think about the lift-off.
1.7 to Verstappen then. Verstappen down to 43%, Sainz 38%. So they're going to be coming in the next sort of 3 to 5 laps. Might even be in sooner than that. Oh, we broke the DRS to Lando. So that's nice. And we're nearly up with Max Verstappen.
Just head down.
Got a yellow flag. Or chair it might be.
On the
No, he's been overtaken. It's Ocon. Esteban Ocon.
Yellows.
5-second penalty for Ocon for this spin.
And that's the moment they lose it.
Ah,
Not a
all on his
mistake they'll
own.
want to make again.
Right, so Ricciardo now into the DRS for Verstappen. Then it's 4 seconds to Sainz, but Sainz will be coming in. Tsunoda looking very good for this win. He's got an 11-second lead, has Yuki. He is looking odds on to win this race, is Yuki. Mathematically, Yuki could still win the Drivers' Championship off Daniel Ricciardo. He's a long way back, though. Ricciardo then on Max Verstappen. And we are through into P3. We're going to use a bit of battery again. Try and push this gap. User 46, plenty of numbers. Thanks for the follow. Someone else has had a spin.
It's just a yellow at the moment. Just a yellow. Keep the head down.
It's K-Mag. Of course it's K-Mag.
Okay.
And Sainz pits this lap. So Carlos Sainz is in. Ricciardo, we just want to break this DRS to Max. Max is just about going to get it on this straight. We should see him gaining in the background.
Understood.
But hopefully we can deploy out of here and pull that gap. Max is very much on us. Max might be pushing for his in-lap here, though. Which I think he probably is. We've got another yellow flag. Everyone's spinning suddenly. We've had Ocon spin. K-Mag, who's this now?
Yellow where you are.
Okay.
Fittipaldi now. Everyone at the back. Tsunoda now leads by 16 seconds. What a lead that is. Sainz pits and comes out in front of Alonso. And Alonso's still got to stop. So Alonso's going to really struggle for points, I think, here today. Right, Verstappen definitely pushing. Is Verstappen going to come in this lap or will it be next lap? Ricciardo's got to go all the way to lap 45. I'm probably going to have a bit of downtime here in a moment though if Verstappen does come into the pits. Don't know if he will actually, but he's definitely pushed a little bit because we're not shaking him. Which is a little bit frustrating because...
Overtake available.
Right, it's just 1 second. Did he get the DRS that time? Yes, he did. Can't shake Max Verstappen at the moment.
Charge on. Overtake available.
There he is, back within 7 tenths of us. We might just need to attack on these tyres.
Let's go for it.
Down to 34 is Max. Max is going to come in the next lap or two, though. Just don't want to be fighting with him. So, there we go. We get the gap we need.
Just manage your tires, please.
Alonso, 3 seconds off science, but it's 6 to Leclerc. Leclerc's going to be coming in shortly. So as I say, if you follow our streams, you know we like to stay on the on-track action, but where we're not fighting, we'll forward on. And we're forwarding on till lap 39 when Alonso comes in here. Alonso could probably attack on his tyres, actually. It's only a couple of laps away.
Push. Copy.
Verstappen's still yet to pit. Albon pits now. That should be a place for Alonso. Verstappen's still out and he's on 29% tyres now. He's really falling back. Don't quite understand why he's doing that, but there you go. And Verstappen, Hamilton and Bottas and Leclerc all pitting. So Alonso will briefly make some gains here. Ooh, that was a tight release. So there is Fernando. This is his ultimate pit, but again, he's now going to be about 20 seconds behind these guys. Verstappen is on the hards though, but that's not going to be enough to catch him. But let's get him in. We're going to have to get him in.
And we'll box this lap. Box this lap.
Ricciardo's going to lap 45, we said. Yeah.
Okay, box.
So Alonso, this will be his final stop, but I think points are going to be a struggle for him tonight. Tsunoda, 18 seconds in the lead. Tsunoda's nearly got a pit stop on the whole grid. 2.1. Are we liking a 2.1 today? Yeah, Yuki is going to have to stop soon, but 18 seconds. Yuki can do what he wants. Yuki's got this wrapped up, I feel, unless there's a safety car or a red flag. Which are quite rare here, but we have had them before. Russell pits behind us, so we haven't got to worry about George attacking us.
P11.
And we're back
Leclerc
into
ahead.
P11. We're only 2.8 behind
2.4.
Leclerc, though. Leclerc on the
Russell
hards.
now the car behind. Gap behind at 1.7.
And 7 seconds.
17 laps remaining.
Up to 7th might be achievable for Alonso.
Come on, mate.
Might be able to get up to 7th place here. Depends how quick our pace is, but 7th might be achievable. Tsunoda is finally into the pits. He's going to be out in P2, and he's only a second behind Ricciardo, so he's going to be straight back past Ricciardo, and he's on another set of
Tyres are in
softs.
good shape.
He's on another set of softs. He's got to do 15 laps on those. He won't be able to push those too much. Yeah, he won't be able to push those softs. He's going to have to manage them, but he's got such a big lead. He, as I say, can theoretically do what he likes, really.
Car ahead is Leclerc.
There we go. Tsunoda will
now
get
at
past us.
6.
We're not really battling Tsunoda. As he caught us without the DRS, really, there, it looks like.
6.4.
Right, Yuki will take us. We've got to get Ricciardo to lap 45. Alonso, we're trying to push up to Leclerc. And Yuki is past Ricciardo then. As I say, we're not really fighting Yuki Tsunoda now. Once Ricciardo pits, we'll understand what might be available to Ricciardo as a result. Alonso's not really gaining on Leclerc, which is a bit of an issue. 2 point staying at sort of 2.8 seconds. We have got the tyre margin though, so that might come down later on in the race. A couple of laps then, Ricciardo will be in. And he's going to be on a soft at the end, which will be nice. As Norris is into the pits. Where is he going to filter out here? He's going to be ahead of, well, I think he's going to be ahead of Leclerc and Alonso. Leclerc's not too far behind him, as Leclerc's just developed a fault, so that might take help Fernando, sorry, in his hunting. that might help.
But it looks like they're carrying some kind of fault.
It's a crofty replay, so that's no good, but that's interesting. All right, let's get Danny Rick in next lap. Let's go full attack here on our in lap.
Box, box.
Okay, box confirmed.
And then we'll see where we can end up with Daniel Ricciardo here. 22 seconds, so 30. He's going to be around this Albon-Hamilton battle, isn't he? Going to push a bit on the battery here. We can clear Bottas. This would be lovely. It's going to be really touch and go. I think Alonso's near enough got DRS on Leclerc. I think Leclerc might have an ERS issue. We'll see shortly. Because he was very slow off that corner.
0.8.
But we need to watch this pit stop. Come on, we need a nice clean stop. It's going to be touch and go with Bottas here, so it must be 2.4 or under, really. It's slow. Oh, it's going to be awfully slow. No, we've not had one of these for ages.
Okay.
No, why? Why now, pit crew? We've had pit issues, but they've normally been a second or 2 seconds when we've had them. Not a good old 6-second delay. We've got a yellow flag somewhere now. And that has cost us. We've been clear of those, definitely.
Copy.
Teo Portier spins Alonso's pass. That has really cost us there, the pit crew. Leclerc. Yeah, I thought it was ERS. He was just so slow, you could tell there's no deployment. Alright, Ricciardo's got it all to do here then.
That's 11 laps to go, 11 laps.
Oh, we would have been ahead of these. And we'd had 11 seconds to close down for Verstappen and crew.
For the fuel.
Yep.
That's cost us. Because now we're in this DRS train, it's going to be a lot harder to overtake. That's guttering, really. Even if it was, as I say, a delay and we did a 4 or 5 second stop, we would have still cleared them, but an 8-second stop has really cost us. And say, now we're just behind this battle. Which is just not useful at all.
Overtake available.
Okay, understood.
Yuki Tsunoda 20 seconds in the lead. Another couple of seconds Yuki could pit again if he wanted to.
Tires are in a good place.
Understood.
Ricciardo, we're using quite a bit of the battery here, but if we can get this done, we can. Through on Alex Albon, who's still in the points, is Albon. Now we're right behind Hamilton. We seem to have battled Hamilton quite a bit in this race.
Alrighty.
Right behind the gearbox of Hamilton.
Very good job.
It'll be too far back there, though, to get the job done. Haven't got much battery is the only issue.
Charge off.
Okay.
Alonso is in the points. He's got a sole point at the moment. Though Leclerc is not going away here. So we'll try and make him go away here.
Copy.
Ricciardo needs to get past Hamilton. If he can get one of these, the other one should be relatively easy.
Overtake available.
So much more grip than these guys. Although traction, not good at all out there, but the battery is definitely helping. Problem is, we pull out of this slipstream. Mando gonna go for a lunge. He's not.
Okay, now it's Norris behind. Norris 2.5 behind. Head down.
Ricciardo, we're going to try and use that battery again as we did on Albon, see if we can get it done on Hamilton, but we would have used all our battery. Yeah, I don't think we're even going to have enough to try that there. This is where we went for it on Albon. Into this final corner.
Okay,
we are going for it. He is going for it again. And he's forced Hamilton out again. I believe we've done that earlier in the race. Got DRS now. But we've used all the battery. But that was key. Just harvest into there. There we go.
Good job.
Now we're on to Bottas.
Bottas, by the way. You can do charge off.
Right, Alonso has well and truly cleared Leclerc from his DRS, so he can settle back down.
Management.
5.7 seconds. Yeah, I don't think Alonso can really get much further in this race. Looks like it's going to be 10th place. Unless he can close down Albon here. So it looks like Alonso will pick up a point. Hamilton's still sniffing about here. And Ricciardo got DRS then on Bottas.
Behind us.
Bottas, a lot of deployment out of there.
Head back down, we stay in the rhythm.
Ricciardo on the inside then, and Valtteri Bottas trying to make the move, and we are through then into P5. But I think we've got work to do if we're to hold on to this.
Oh, we can cancel liftoff.
I think Bottas is going to be pushing hard on this start-finish straight with DRS to try and get back past us. Use a bit of the battery, although we haven't got much of it. Deploy out of here. I don't think there's anything we can do really here, though. Bottas has just remained so close to us. Yeah, he's gonna...
Charge on. Charge on.
Danny Rick's got to be very aggressive on the defending here. He's going to stay in there on the inside. It's what we've got to do, and we're doing it. But again, this next DRS zone, it's going to be near on impossible. It's even longer. Although Bottas has just lost a lot of time there.
And a reminder, overtake available.
Bottas nearly lost the DRS there. He has lost the DRS, so that's a godsend for us. Still use a bit of battery because they'll get a tow, but I think Hamilton's going to be getting past Bottas here. Bottas maybe used a lot of battery to defend there, and he's left with nothing. And we can go back to neutral now.
Keep up the liftoff.
8 seconds off Piastri. He's 1.4 off Sainz and Verstappen. It's all close between second, third and fourth. You see them all there. So Ricciardo could get there. He'd have a chance, but 7 seconds in 6 laps. You're going to have to take about 1.3 a lap out of them. I don't quite think it's going to happen. Leclerc is back on Alonso. Okay. What is... Oh, Leclerc's issue is clear. That makes sense. So Leclerc has cleared his issue. And he won't clear off.
Pick up the pace. Pick up the pace.
We are catching Albon quite quickly here, though.
Leclerc will have DRS.
Leclerc has got DRS and he's pushing hard. Here's the Monegasque. We can't get rid of him. Got a bit of tyre margin here with Alonso, though. I feel we can stay on aggressive. But we're going to have to push because this is a 10th. Ricciardo well and truly clear now of Hamilton. Right, Alonso, can he break this DRS again to Leclerc? Got any traffic coming up here? No. Leclerc is just about going to get the DRS.
Has DRS.
As you see, we're going to have to keep using this battery. 2.7 to Albon. We are reeling Albon in, though. Surprised at Leclerc's pace while he's staying with us so well here. It might be because he had that ERS issue, so he's had quite a bit of battery to use because he wasn't using any during that issue. But we're not shaking him off at all here. A Tsunoda's domination might bore the fans. Indeed. He's got a pit stop in hand on the rest of the field. Yuki is absolutely dominating this race.
Okay, so car behind is now Leclerc.
So we've broken the DRS, but again,
1.2.
we've used all the battery.
Keep your head down.
I think Leclerc's looking good here on us. We're pushing hard and we can't shake him.
Increase liftoff for the brakes.
Copy.
Look, straight away, as soon as we ease off, he's back. I think Leclerc's got the
recharge
pace
off
in
when
that
you're ready.
Ferrari.
Copy.
We can't shake him. We cannot shake him. Ricciardo is only 1.8 off Piastri here.
We're okay on temperatures.
Tires are too hot now.
Feel bad for Yuki, deserved the Red Bull seat. Yeah, it's a shame they didn't at least give him a go after his years with RB
Next car is
racing
Piastri.
bulls.
So we keep
Right,
focusing on
Ricciardo,
the
has he
pace.
got a chance of a podium here? There we go, Alonso with Leclerc all over him again now. So that is just what it is. That battle is going to continue. But Ricciardo is only 1.4 off Piastri here. Absolutely flying now. Let's get that charger out of my ear. But yeah, Tsunoda's definitely going to win this unless he does something crazy at the end. But could Ricciardo get even as high as P2, let alone a podium here? Got a yellow flag. Not seeing anything major there. Oh, it's Leclerc.
Right then, we can take a look now.
Now we're
this
going to
was
have
on
some
the
respite.
straight.
Leclerc, who's been really hounding Alonso.
And the car fails to respond.
I think
And
that will be the
hopefully
end of
there's
that.
not too much damage
Charles.
to the tyres.
Makes a regular Charles a mistake there, and he's dropped 4 seconds on Fernando. And Fernando is now near enough in Albon's DRS, so
Next
Alonso
car will be Piastri.
should move up to P9 now in this race. Don't think there's any
Okay,
more
head
for
on,
him
we
to
keep
have.
focusing.
But it's all about this moment here. Ricciardo on Oscar Piastri for P4. As we're gaining the slipstream and the DRS, we move to the inside. And Daniel Ricciardo is going to claim P4 here. And it's now just 2.3 to Sainz. But Max Verstappen has opened up a 5-second gap.
We are currently P4.
So P2 might be a difficulty. But the podium is in sight here. It's 1.9 to Carlos Sainz. There is Carlos Sainz. We've got Zhou and some back markers to get past as well. Daniel, do you think Max will win the championship this year? No, I don't. I think it's going to be either a McLaren or Ferrari. Leclerc or Norris. Right, Piastri will just about keep
That's
DRS on us.
4 more laps.
As Teo Porcher's got a mechanical fault, that's not going to impact us. 1.3, we are gaining on Carlos. Probably attack a little bit on this tyre.
Let's keep the pressure on Sainz.
Stop the lift off, please.
It's 1.2 to Sainz, we're nearly there. The podium is in reach. Sainz is going to get DRS off the back marker though. Back marker out of the way nicely. That could cause us to lose some time through here, unless this Alpine's going to be nice of Zhou. Zhou. Oh, Zhou. Right, we lost a little bit of time there.
And try to cool down the tires where you can. It's slightly coming up.
Sainz is catching Max though, isn't he? Sainz is obviously pushing. He's seen Danny Rick in his rear view and he started to push.
Overtake available. Overtake available.
We use a little bit of battery out of here. 1.3, we should benefit from the slipstream. But I think Max has had to lap
Three
another
more laps,
back marker
three more
there,
laps.
hasn't he? Yeah, Max just got past Fittipaldi.
Okay, charge on.
Right, 3 laps to go.
Charge off.
Alonso, obviously missed him getting past Albon at some point, but he is past Albon. So Alonso is into P9, and that's as far as he's going to go. But Ricciardo just 1.2 now off Carlos Sainz here. Not going to get the DRS again here, though.
Overtake available.
Sainz approaching Fittipaldi here. Ricciardo really gaining there. Significant gain using that battery. Are we going to go for it here then? Andy Rick through onto Carlos Sainz. Carlos Sainz is going to stay in this, I think. No, he can't. And Ricciardo is through then to P3 and a podium place. It's 4 seconds to Max Verstappen, though. And I think that's going to be a bit too far to manage that. But we'll see. We'll give it a good push here at the end. What's Max's tyres? He's got 42%, so he's got a bit of tyre life. Yuki Tsunoda, 25 seconds in the lead. Absolute filthy domination from Yuki. Are we going to pick up DRS off the back marker here? And will Fittipaldi get out of the way nicely? We do pick up DRS. He does get out of the way nicely. That helps.
2 more laps.
That helps us on our way.
Charge on now.
Sainz has been dispatched. It's 2.8 seconds now to Max. Back up to 3. Alonso doesn't need to push. He's secured P9. He's not going to go any further. Verstappen is obviously starting to push a little bit on whatever he saved. Don't think we're going to have enough of it.
No concern on tyre wear.
Just don't think we're going to reach him quick enough, because we kind of need to be in his gearbox now to give us any chance on the last lap. There is Max, though. We can see him. He's not too far away. It's 2.4 seconds. Let's rinse some battery out of here. But we need to be with him on that DRS straight that we're on now, on the final lap, and I don't think we're going to reach him in time. There he is. Another lap. I think we could have had it. Yuki Tsunoda is starting the final lap. It's 2.4 seconds here to Max Verstappen. 2.3. 2 seconds. 1.9.
Okay, Sainz coming now.
1.8. We're taking time off him all the time here.
We just keep the head down on the way to as best as we can, okay?
Here, Hamlin coaching Ricciardo towards the end here. Battery is gone.
Charge on.
It's 1.8, 1.9. We're going to have to use whatever we've got in this battery.
You've got everything. Press on
This is going to be like Monaco, when we chased down Max in Monaco and he survived. I think it's going to happen again here. Because we need to be in the DRS on that zone, and we're not going to get there. He's going to survive. Max Verstappen's going to survive, isn't he? Pulled 5 seconds on Sainz, though.
No problem.
Yeah, he's going to survive. It's only 1.9. There he is. We are getting closer, but it's not going to be close enough. Yuki Tsunoda must be about to finish the race. Such is his dominance. He is indeed. Yuki Tsunoda, by nearly 30 seconds, is going to win here in COTA. Absolute domination from the RB man. Tsunoda wins it. And Ricciardo really pushed at the end. I think we've done a really good job to get back to the podium. But it's not going to be enough to get Max Verstappen. It pushed hard at the end. The tyres have reached the cliff now. We got within 2 seconds of Max Verstappen, but he is going to hold on for P2. And it's not good news for Alonso, because Tsunoda and Verstappen, he's in amongst those. But Ricciardo should still have a healthy championship lead. We'll see it shortly, but Ricciardo crosses the line then, and it's P3 for the Honey Badger here in COTA. Started on pole. I don't know if we really had the race pace, so P3 I think we'll take.
Nice one, guys.
And Alonso, we mixed up his strategy. We went for something a little bit different, and maybe it worked. He started P12 and he finishes P9, so he's up 3 places and he gets 2 points. Only he'll be disappointed, and that is very much his World Driver Championship for a 3rd time dream well and truly over. But it's Tsunoda that wins it. dominated with a pit stop in hand. Verstappen second and Ricciardo P3.
We deliver it in the maximum.
And that's another race done for Fernando Alonso.
A P9 finish today and some points on the board.
I say Alonso up from P12 to P9. It's qualifying that cost him though. So he's up
Well, we
3,
all love to
Ricciardo
see
down
Daniel
2, and there he
Ricciardo
is.
up there, and he'll be grinning from
Honey
ear to
Badger is
ear
on the
as he
podium.
adds another podium to his tally.
He'll be very happy with
No
that.
stranger to the
But
podium
Yuki
and all, that's
Tsunoda,
certain.
he
This is the kind of
absolutely
consistency
dominated here in
every
COTA.
driver wants to have.
Let's see then, full classification. Yuki Tsunoda up 1 to win it. Max up 5. Good drive from him. Ricciardo, as I say, started on pole, down 2. That hard tyre on the first stint didn't help, and then he was forced out in a battle with, I believe it was Albon, where we lost 4 or 5 places. That really cost us, and then we tried a different strategy. So I don't think we could have challenged Yuki. We were struggling to challenge Yuki and Piastri at the time. Piastri finished 5th, but yeah, I think maybe 2nd was the maximum, but we finished 3rd. Sainz 4th, Piastri 5th, Bottas 6th. That's a good result for him. Hamilton 7th, Lando Norris 8th. Alonso, as I say, started 12th, and he's up 3 places to 9th. And Albon started 4th, which was, yeah, very strange to see an Aston Martin that high, but he does hold on for a point at least. And Charles Leclerc, with that lockup costing him, he might have been able to get both ourselves and Albon, but costly error at the end. So let's see what this driver championship is now looking like. As I say, healthy lead for Daniel Ricciardo, but Yuki Tsunoda's done good work across this sprint weekend, 33 points, so he takes 10 points out of that. Alonso, absolutely disgusting weekend, only 2 points, no points in the sprint, and only 2 in the full race. So what is Yuki off? Is that 64 points, I believe that is? The margin is 64 points with 5 to go. And you'd have to say he's the only challenger now, because Fernando is a long way back, isn't he? 87 points, I make that. Is my quick maths correct? 87 points, I believe Fernando's back. So with 5 races to go, that's going to be too much. And Verstappen will be 89 points back. So I think it's now a 2-horse race between Ricciardo and Tsunoda. And if Tsunoda has got that pace to the end, this championship might not be over. May not be over at all. What did I then say? It was 64 points. 5 races to go. 7-point margin. So what's that? 21, 28, 35. The difference if Ricciardo finished 2nd and Tsunoda 1st every race would be 35 points, I believe. So it doesn't always work out like that. So I think Tsunoda's still in with a shot, but I think Fernando Alonso and everyone else is now too far back. So looks like it's going to be Ricciardo or Tsunoda, the ex-RB teammate. One of those will be the 2026 world champion. As I say, Fernando Alonso drops to 3rd, awful weekend, 2 points. Max Verstappen 4th, Sainz 5th, Oscar Piastri 6th, Lando Norris 7th, Hülkenberg 8th, Hamilton 9th, Bottas 10th. Apart from Yuki jumping Fernando, no other movement in that top 10. Then, as we've been seeing, most of the grid have now scored. The rest of them, Charles Leclerc in 11th, Russell in 12th, Teo Porcher in 13th. Albon picks up another point for Aston Martin in 14th. Then we've got Perez, Gasly, Ocon and Bortoletto. Still the 2 Alpines, Magnussen and Fittipaldi, yet to score. Constructors haven't had a great weekend, mainly due to Fernando Alonso's lack of performance. However, we have had a healthy lead in this, and the gap, the more maths for me to do now, is 132 points I'm making that. But still, it's not all over. It is a lot, but, you know, if we have another weekend where, you know, if we have a couple of retirements one weekend, you can easily gain 40 points. So it's looking pretty good, you'd have to say, with 5 races to go. But we've still got to get another couple of results just to really make sure of that. But looking good for us for the constructors. Very close between Red Bull and the sister team. McLaren have dropped off a little bit now. So I think it's going to be between Red Bull and RB for 2nd. McLaren look like they'll end up in 4th. Ferrari have got 5th. Mercedes have been slightly taking points out of them. Again, another 1 point, but they're not taking enough out of them. So it looks like Ferrari 5th, Mercedes 6th. And then we've still got this real old battle on for 7th, and Aston Martin gain another point there between Haas on 16 in 7th, Aston Martin on 13 points in 8th, Williams with 11 in 9th, and Audi with 7. So there's only 9 points between those 4 teams. So there's still a lot to play for there. Did we get any points in the pit stops? We did for one of them, which was 1 point. And we remain in 5th on that, although RB do some good work. So we should finish at least in the top 7 on that one. Cool, I think it's 5 races left after now we've completed that, and there's no more sprints. And we've got 4 days till Mexico. I don't really enjoy Mexico on this game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we've got 5 races to go. So we'll be continuing. We might do Mexico off stream, but we'll be continuing this series on Friday. So if you've jumped in for the first time, then we stream this every Tuesday and Friday. But that is going to bring this one to a close. So mixed result there. Alonso, awful weekend, 2 points, but Ricciardo, damage limitation, doing enough, hopefully, to claim him the Drivers' Championship and us the Constructors' Championship. If you got all the way to the end of this one, please do me a massive favour and like the video, and if you're not already, please do subscribe. Subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Of course, if you're watching on TikTok or Twitch, then do follow. And as I say, all of the content, mainly the content, is on YouTube. So if you watch on TikTok and Twitch, head to my profile. In my profile, go into the bio and head over to YouTube and subscribe, and you can catch up with the whole Team Lotus series over there. But we will be back on Friday, and of course Friday we would have had practice by the time I stream, so very much looking forward to Formula 1 being back. As I say, we'll be back on Friday, so hopefully I'll see you